Hello, everyone, and welcome to Papa Hector's podcast. I hope that you're doing awesome today. Today's topic is your basic need that you might not even have realized or know about. And as usual, I want to let you know that we're here on the podcast. You can subscribe to us at iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm, Stitcher, or Spotify. Also, any other of your favorite podcast app, host us. Look me up, Papa Hector Salva. You'll find the show. Click subscribe. You'll get all our new episodes as soon as they come out. You can also find me at YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. But best of all, find me at the blog at hectorsalva.com, where you'll be able to access pretty much everything. And you'll be able to sign up for the newsletter and get all the information first. So, today's topic is your basic need that you might not have even known or realized. So, what do you need in your life? I want you to really think. What do you really need in your life? Now, what I'm going to say to you is that what you need in your life is self-realization, self-actualization, and enlightenment. When you have these things, you will have freedom. You will have peace. You will find that you have power, and you find success, purpose, and strength. Your most basic need that they do not want you to know about. They, the world, the government, society, people, they have their plans for you. And they want you to run and work for them. So they are going to tell you that you need many other things. You need cars, houses, jobs, this, that. But as you attain those things, you will not find yourself fulfilled. You will not find yourself full. You will not find yourself happy and free. Instead, you will find yourself on the beggar's chase for the next thing they say you need. When you have self-realization, when you have realized, actualized, made real, made actual, the totality of yourself, you will have joy. You will be filled, fulfilled. You will stop this voracious hunger. You will fill the void. You will have the clarity and the light, for you will be total. And then you will be a god on earth. You will be transformed as a butterfly, breaking out of the cocoon that you've been stuck in, that was meant for a purpose, and now has become your bindings. And you will break free as a butterfly, beautiful and free, filled with life, vibrancy, and color. You will be transformed, completely new, filled with light. For enlightenment is to be filled with the light and to be a source of that light. Clarity will come, and confusion and darkness will disappear. For when you have made real and actual the divine spark that is within you, and you have made it real, total, and actual, you will become a god of your own universe on earth. You will have the power to change your life. You can have these things, but you can't have them yet, for you have not undergone yet the process of the metamorphosis, the process of transformation, breaking you out of that cocoon. And the world will add layers and layers onto the cocoon, further keeping you entrapped. Meanwhile, the caterpillar inside has yet to transform. All of us mystics, all of us sacred teachers have come to tell you the same thing over and over and over again. Inside of you, on the deepest level, you are a God who is sleeping. The God within you is asleep and doesn't know himself or herself. He has not awakened. He has not come out. The mystics have tried to explain to you. We have tried to show you. But there are no real words for this. There are no real words to describe what happens for the expansion and the unity, the total bliss that you become in the universe when the God is awakened and you are transformed into a living God on earth. you will experience in that awakening, in that becoming, such a freedom, a joy, and a bliss. You will pulse as a part of the orgasm of the universe. Listen. You, in that unity, will know such a greater joy and freedom and bliss than anything you have known before. You will be so free and melted. All the world is you. You are all the world. And everything is but one huge orgasmic experience. On such a level that you will have never known nothing like it. And that's what your deepest, innermost soul, that deepest part of you, desires. The desire of the spark is there. And so you're hungry. Hungry and hungry and hungry. And the hunger isn't satiated. Because you have this basic need to experience complete wholeness and totality. Complete wholeness and totality, that you are a part of the great bliss, the great spirit, God, the great orgasm of the universe, and that you are completely expanded and melted. You own the universe and you are the universe. And the universe is you. And no words that I can give you can truly express this experience. That is the thing with us who have tasted and who know and who drink from the fountain of life, from the fountain of light, is that words only pale in comparison. Even these words cannot encompass the greatness of being united, being total and whole. And experiencing the greatness of your power, of being completely united with the greatest mystery of all, that the creator of all, that through which all springs forward. And so this very basic need that you have when it's not fulfilled, it makes you a little mad, a little crazy. You go on searching and searching for things and items and ways to fulfill this need. And like a bottomless pit, you think and you chase and you grab and you eat these things, and they don't fill you. They give you a temporary relief of your hunger. They may show you a flash of freedom, a flash of happiness, a flash of what could be. But they don't encompass what you need. They don't bring you to being happy. They give you the flash of that experience. You have a flash of freedom, a flash of happiness. And then on you go, searching and running for next and next. It's a tiring process. If you asked yourself at all, is there something more? I'm here to tell you, most definitely. If you've asked yourself at all, is there something that I can do to truly be happy and free? And you find yourself not finding the answer. Perhaps you find yourself with many of the physical things that you want, and yet still have no happiness, have no freedom, have no joy. You have no true joy and bliss. You're being called. You're being called to something greater, something larger, something bigger. And you have that need coming to the surface, saying to you, I need more. Because the hunger is not fulfilled. You have not actualized or realized the fullness of your potential. You have not become all that you know that you are supposed to be and be. You have not become 100%. And so you find yourself searching for that. There are no words for that. These are the words I'm giving you. That is what you are looking for. These are the best words. But when you can have that, you will understand and you will be filled and you will be full and you will have the totality of that, and you will come to understand why there are no words for that. These words I give you here touch upon the very edge, the edge of the skirt. They pale, they're small in comparison to what you will have and experience if you were to realize your fullest potential, make real and make actual the totality of the God that's inside of you. If that God were to be here total awake and you were totally illuminated, filled with the light and the source. In order for you to start walking that path, you have to start to walk that path and attain the keys to open up those doors and those gateways to take you further and further along that path and get you what you truly are seeking. That freedom, that joy, that bliss, that true fulfillment, that true peace, that true happiness irradiates outwards from you. The true compassion radiates outward, not falseness, trueness, truth. You need those keys in order to start walking that path. And I'm going to tell you, one of those keys is the master, the spiritual teacher, and the guide. Because you need the teachings. You need the knowledge, you need the wisdom, and you need the guidance. I've had, not to sidestep too far, but I've had a few times where I've had people inquire with me about spiritual development and spiritual growth. But they have a desire because of their egos. They have a desire or they have a belief that this is something that you can all DIY. They don't want to have a guide or a teacher or a master, or they've had negative experiences, and so they think that they can guide themselves. And this is total falseness. In every time period of humanity, there have always been a few, very few, a handful of masters to divulge the teachings. And to take people on this journey. To think that one could learn and know this path and truly find what very few find on one's own is complete silliness. A human mother doesn't have a baby and then just let it off to its own, have it survive, have it, you have the baby and you just leave it there and think and expect that it's going to do well. You have learned many bad things, and there's many unlearnings to do. There's many things you haven't learned. There are many, many lifetimes and years and lifetimes and ages where you haven't taken care of your spirit, your soul, your inner light. So one of those keys is someone who is that light. To be the light for the path for you. And to illuminate you. And one of the ways that that's done is through the proper teachings. But there are many quote unquote spiritual teachers, and there are many spiritual traps. Many teachers who shouldn't be teaching, and there are many traps on the spiritual path. Many traps. Some traps are so subtle that you don't even know that they're traps. Some traps are so tricky that you don't even realize. You think that it's a good thing, but it's a trap for you. It's a trap and a distraction for you not to reach the reality of making yourself a god on earth. When you have not reached the reality of being enlightened, which means you're total, you're whole, you're self-realized, you're self-actualized, the God within you has become out. It has become transformed and broken free. It is the beautiful butterfly. You have power. You have freedom and joy and bliss. You need the teachings. You need the teachings on truth, the truth. You need to be shown how to progress. And you need to be given the light. You're not going to produce fire out of nothing. But someone who is the source of light can certainly kindle and light up your fire, lighting up the sacred flame. And allowing that sacred flame to become a blazing, roaring fire of power, transformation, and light, filling you with light and illuminating you, and becoming a source of light for many others. But that wisdom, that knowledge is key. There are other keys on the spiritual path. But this is a point of starting. This is a point where you should start or start looking. So, that concludes this podcast on your greatest need. That which is going to fulfill you. Give you freedom, peace, joy, and bliss. Now, really, the choice is up to you. You can take all of this and forget about it, like you've done many times. Take all of this and forget it and ignore it. Or you can choose to begin to go through the transformation and the metamorphosis of caterpillar into butterfly. You can choose that you want to have that which is greater, that which is exclusive, because few people have it. Everybody wants it, but very few people have it. And you can choose to be a living God. You can choose to begin on the path. And if that's you, that's awesome. Congratulations. I'd like to extend you the chance to come and work with me if we're a right fit for each other. And extend you the chance to have a consultation with me so we can do an assessment and we can see if we are a right fit for each other and get you towards what you want and achieving the greatness that should be. And we can get you there like we've done over and over. This is for any living human being. It's not for certain individuals and not others. This is the true goal. So, I hope you enjoyed this podcast and keep the faith. Many blessings. Until next time.